Good morning, everybody. Auronnj here with another honkaistarrail video, and today I'm going to tell you exactly what to do when you hit Trailblazer level 40 and you're making that long, slow grind to Trailblazer level 50. This is the point in the game where it really shifts gears. You will now be very punished if you diverge from the path you have chosen with your account. Is it irrecoverable if you decide to mess around? Absolutely not. And in fact, I'll start this video with the disclaimer that you can essentially do whatever you want in this game. It's a single player game. Take your time, enjoy the experience, but there is definitely an efficient way. If you can be focused from Trailblazer level 40 to 50, there is a best way to do it. I'm going to outline that for you right here. All right. Step 1, you hit Trailblazer level 40, it's time to do your first round of powering up. I'm going to suggest two things for step 1. First part, pick your 4-man squad that you're going to ride or die with for a while. Mine was Gepard, Tingyun, Seela, Natasha. I think Natasha is going to be a huge part of a lot of people's, first main 4-man. Seela is going to be a part of a lot of them as well, or another main carry that you've been leveling up. I've got Tingyun in here as an extra support. Fill that with whatever you have for an extra support. And then I'm using Gepard for mine because I was lucky enough to hit him with my newbie rolls. A lot of people will be using the Trailblazer Fire where I'm using Gepard. It doesn't matter. Pick your your well-built 4-man team, get them to level 60, and get their light cones to level 60. Pick the light cone that you're going to stick with on them for a while and level that thing up. This is very important to make the right choices right here because character leveling material and light cone leveling material can be scarce. There are a couple ways to amplify how you're getting them. One of them is assignments. Like my team is never not running these 3 assignments: character EXP, light cone EXP, and credits. Constantly. You ever seen the commercial with Troy Polamalu where he's telling Patrick Mahomes how he's like never not working? My characters are never not working on these 3. The 4th one, I don't even care. I just throw them on some random one. Sometimes I pick something I might need. I don't know. I just run these 3 constantly. The other main way to get these experience materials is with the Battle Pass, the Nameless Glory Battle Pass. Now, free-to-play players, have at me in the comments section, but it's really handy to get a lot of this experience material right here. And for $10 a month, or $10 a session, however long the sessions are, I think it's monthly, it's a worthy investment into a game, especially if you're dumping tens or hundreds of hours into a game. Give them $10. That's a big suggestion right there. You're going to need those materials, especially for the second half of this video. Still, part 1, get your 4-man squad, get them to level 60, get whatever light cone you're choosing for them to level 60. Boom, part 1 of the path is done. Next up, you want to go for permanent stat upgrades for these characters, and what I mean by that is level up their traces. Maybe this is something where you had some foresight and you were gathering trace materials pre-level 40. If not, this is where I would dump my energy for the first several Trailblaze levels that you're in. Get these traces on your main characters leveled up, especially if it's somebody like Gepard, who you plan on riding with for a really long time, or Seela. Get them leveled up. This permanently increases their power, right? You have already increased their stats, and by leveling them and their light cones to level 60, leveling these gives them better multipliers. It gives them better use of the stats you just got them, and there's no RNG involved here. You pick this, you get the increase. It's not like gear where the drops are random and the leveling is random. Gear is a lot of random. I think if you're going the most efficient way, it's one of the last things you're doing in this range of Trailblazer level 40 to 50. Anyway, step 2, get your traces on your main team leveled up. At this point, you want your team to be strong enough, your main 4-man team, to come in here to Simulated Universe and clear all of the content you can. The hardest thing to do, according to this, is World 4 difficulty 2. This is team recommended level 62, and a well-built level 60 team will have no problems doing this. The buffs and steroids you get from Simulated Universe, if you can pick the right ones, you get the cards, you get the little things, I forget what they're called exactly, you get all those buffs from fighting this. It's so easy. Like, Simulated Universe is the funnest game mode around, and one of the fun parts about it is your characters just get so strong with all the buffs it gives you. Still, you do need a well-built 4-man team to clear this stuff, so get them up there. Your gear does not have to be perfect for this. Heck, it doesn't even have to be good to do this. Still, you've now accomplished the first part of your goal. You have a well-built 4-man squad. You can handle Simulated Universe. Let's move on to the second half. To start the second half, I want to mention there's branching parts right here. We split into 2 directions. Direction 1 is start your second group. Direction 2 is gear. What do I mean? Okay, I'm going to hit the map. We're going to go back to the parlor car for a second, and I'm going to show you exactly why you need to start your second team. The next, let's call it in-game goal you're going to have is pushing through the Forgotten Hall. Now, I do not mean Memory of Chaos. This Memory of Chaos will kick your blank at Trailblaze level 40. You need 2 super strong teams with 2 sets of gear, well, like fully built up. This is hard. This is hard. But what's not as hard is regular Forgotten Hall. Your next goal, once you have one team that can handle Simulated Universe, is come here and get all of your stars from Forgotten Hall. There's a ton of Stellar Jades available in here. There's a ton of credits. That'll really help. The reason you need a second team is starting at level 11, Memory Stage 11, you need 2 squads. Sure, throw your first squad in here, but if your second squad isn't leveled up, So your next goal really needs to be pick your second set of 4 and level them and their light cones to 60. For me, I'm going with a fire team. I've got Bailu in there as a support, so she's not fire. But then I'm going Trailblazer Fire, Asta, and Hook. That's my second squad. So I've leveled them to 60, and I'm currently working on all of their light cones. I actually ran out of ascending materials for a while. But for Hook, here's Woof Woof Walk Time, which is actually a light cone that I'm getting by farming, guess where? Guess where? Right here, Forgotten Hall. It's a super good light cone. The rewards from here are great. You want to be able to start clearing this, and you want to get through the first part as best you can. A good test of how powerful your second team is can you get all the stars from the Forgotten Hall. So begin leveling your second team. Again, you're going to want to get them leveled up. You're also going to want to get all of their traces leveled up. A thing to watch out for here is make sure every week you are getting the maximum amount of drops from Echoes of War that you can. You can see I actually currently can't get my Hook, the crowd control resist effect here, because for this week I can't get any more. I can click on Echoes of War, but I'm out of attempts. You only get 3 attempts per week. I'm out. So that's something you need to pay attention to, especially because rank 40 to 50, Trailblazer level 40 to 50 is going to take you several weeks probably. Make sure every week you're getting the trace materials that you need to get your character's trace boards leveled up. Okay, so start working on that. Now, you can start also farming gear at this point. Let me show you something though. Let me go to my characters. I'm going to go to my Trailblazer Fire and look at relics. Nothing special right here. I got all the stars from Forgotten Hall with this setup. This is a blue piece of boots because it has what, speed on it? I think no, it's defense percentage. Like I have garbage gear for these characters. I just got my set bonuses that I want, and I tried to look for like some main stats that were any good, but all my good gear went to my main group, and since I'm focusing my energy on trace materials, I'm a little short on gear. Still, you just don't need it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Unless you're going to try to clear the chaos memory, gear is not important yet. It's just not. It's fun. I think farming gear is the most fun thing you can do at Trailblaze level 40 because you start getting those orange drops, but it is the least necessary thing you need to do. It is much more important to get your traces leveled up, to get your light cones leveled up, and all of that. Now, once you've done all this, once you've got both teams at level 60 with light cones at level 60, who should you then start farming gear for? Okay, your first gear priority should be your carries. For example, Sela is my main carry right here. You can see I have her wearing leveled up relics. So I have started pumping a little bit more power into her. In fact, my Japard also has a halfway decent mid-game set of gear. It's really nothing great. Ting Yun, bunch of level 0 stuff with a few plus 12s. And then, you know, Natasha, 1+12 piece of gear that I like stole from somebody else. Nothing special on the gear, but my focus first will be my carries. Look, if you can't kill stuff fast, you cannot clear Chaos Memory. It's a turn-based thing. Your damage characters need to crush stuff. So this would be where I would start looking when you start to go to down that second path. After you get all your characters and light cones leveled up and you start farming gear, I would focus on your carries. So for me, that's going to be Hook and it's going to be Sela for now. If you're pulling for Jin Yuan next week, hey, there's your guy. You could start farming some gear for him, kind of get ahead of the curve a little bit. There you go. Okay, that's it. That's what you should focus on, in my opinion, at this part of the game. And those should be kind of like your goals, your benchmarks to see how your account is coming along. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section. It's the weekend, so I teach at a school, and my school's filters out YouTube comments. Makes it hard to respond when I'm at work. It's the weekend. I'm watching the kid. I got plenty of time to respond to comments. Drop some for me. I'll read them and hit you with a response. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.